Ladies and gentlemen and fellow YouTubers, this is Bharat Nagpal for iGyan.in, and this is an iGyan.in exclusive unboxing video for the Spice MI300. Now, we did an unboxing video for you guys a couple of weeks back, but all you guys commented on our post and our video was that you wanted a better review. We have since been able to get hold of this unit, which is the Spice MI300. This comes courtesy Spice, and we are going to do a quick unboxing for you again, and then we are going to have a closer look at the device. Starting with the box, you have certain things which are already written on the box. For example, a 5 megapixel camera, 3.2 inch wide screen, Wi-Fi, a 600 megahertz processor, an e-compass, and a proximity sensor. Also, the box mentions that the device comes ready and loaded with applications to socially network and read the news. All those things are right on the device. As you can see, it is powered by Android. It has inbuilt GPS, which is a GPS, assisted GPS. It uses the cellular network triangulation method and also uses regular GPS. There is a chip inside the phone. So it also comes ready for the 3G networks, which are going to be announced anytime soon in India. So all in all, the box looks really nice. Let's go ahead and unbox the device and show you what all is inside. First and foremost, we have the Spice MI300. We're going to put that aside for the time being. Next in the box, you get the user manual. It's an English user manual and gives you a complete rundown of the whole device inside the user manual. So you must read this if you get stuck somewhere. There is a Spice list of authorized service centers. It comes in handy if something bad happens to your device. Although they do have a toll-free number right on the box, if you can see here. They have a Spice toll-free number and a service support SMS number. So if you do run into problems, you can SMS Spice. There is also a warranty card which will have your details and your stamp, of course, when you buy the device. There is a battery charger made for Spice. There is a common charging and data syncing cable, which is a micro USB cable to a USB 2 cable. It will connect directly to your PC, and yes, the phone does charge when connected to your PC, so you don't need to carry your adapter if you, for example, want to charge it from your laptop. The MI300 comes with very basic headsets. These headsets are not in-ear type, to our disappointment, and are very plasticky and seem cheap. I'll have to tell you how it sounds after listening to them. They do, however, have a 3.5mm jack, which is nice. So if you don't like the headphones or the hands-free, you can obviously buy your own headphones and use it with the phone, which I think is a better idea. Last and but not the least is the battery. It is a 3.7 volt, 1230 milliamp hour battery, which is also 4.55 watt hour. It's a lithium ion battery, so should work pretty all right in the phone. So let's quickly put the battery inside the phone and turn it on so that we can have a closer look. First of all, let's put our Idea Test Labs SIM card in the device. The SIM card goes in here. There is a spring-loaded mechanism for putting your memory card. You know, I don't think this is a very good idea to have a spring-loaded memory card unit, but for now it seems okay. I don't know how long it will last though. This is where the battery goes in like this, and let's put the cover back on and let's take a closer look at the device. On top of the device, as you can see, is the earphone. There are also proximity sensors which you can barely make out. On the front here is a 3.2 inch capacitive LCD touchscreen, which is very, very glossy, as you can see, and it is very fingerprint friendly, if you can already make out. On the bottom here are 4 touch sensitive buttons, a send and end key, a trackball with a push button and a microphone right next to your send key. On the right hand side of this device is a dedicated button. You can set it as the camera button. Also a volume rocker. On top of the device is a power button and a 3.5mm headphone jack. On the left hand side of the device is a USB port, which is a micro USB port, and you can charge and sync from the same port. On the bottom of the device there is absolutely nothing. On the corner of the bottom you can see there is this small hole which can be used to attach your lanyard or a charm if you would like to do that. On the back here is a 5-megapixel camera and LED flash, the Google Android, and the Spice logo with the address of the website, which I don't think looks really nice on the device, but it's there. So let's go ahead and power on the device. So the first time you power on the device, it takes you to a setup menu where you have to touch the Android to start the setup. I'm going to skip all these setup instructions since I'm already aware of these. Okay, so here's the main screen of the phone. It comes with some applications installed right on the first desktop. There are 5 desktops. So here on the right hand side is a desktop with a clock, some Google icons for Google Talk, Google Mail, and YouTube. Right, you have a blank screen where you can add widgets, just like any other Android phone. You can add shortcuts, widgets, or folders, or you can change the wallpaper by holding down on the screen. Now this does not have live wallpapers, but it does have some wallpapers of Bollywood scenes, as you can see here, and there is Deepika Padukone. This comes pre-installed on the device. Rest assured, I did not install this. There are some other wallpapers which are scenic wallpapers, and you can set any of those, or you could choose your own wallpaper by downloading it or clicking a picture. Speaking of clicking a picture, you can go into the menu and turn on the camera. The camera is supposed to be a 5-megapixel camera, but I don't feel that it performs anywhere close to that. It only records video in VGA quality, and the picture quality is not that great. I did click a few pictures to show you guys. Now this is at maximum resolution. As you can see, the picture is very pixelated, and the screen, which is very glossy, makes it really hard to look at in the sun. They might have the hardware, maybe their software lacks, so maybe an update to this software would probably improve the camera quality. Also, in the menu are some applications which Spice has generously installed for the Indian consumer. For example, Facebook. There is a Just Dial application. There are some music applications like Spice Sangeet. There's a Spice application store from where you can download applications specifically for the Spice MI300. There's also a shortcut or an app to Sulekha. There is a railway inquiry app also. In most of these cases, they're not really apps, but they are WebKit add-ons which take you directly to the web page of that particular site. For example, if you go to Just Dial, it takes you to the Just Dial website instead of taking you to an application. Connecting to the Wi-Fi network is fairly easy, but the Wi-Fi is not properly set, I guess, because we are sitting right next to the router, and usually here I get a full signal, but in the MI300 it shows that my Wi-Fi signal is weak. The capacitive screen on the MI300 performs or outperforms any of the other devices that we have reviewed in the past, including the Samsung Galaxy 5 and the Galaxy 3. An anti-glare screen protector on this screen would work charms, and I wish Spice would include one so that the Indian consumer or the consumer wouldn't have a problem with the screen. Now the touchscreen is very responsive, and it does have kinetic scrolling in all the applications and menus, so that's a great feature. I would like to show you the browser.